On the show today, we discuss how to determine the subject matter of your dreams. We tell you what birds and the bees are up to. I hope they keep us on the air. As always, we interpret the dreams you sent in during the week, and all the while taking your calls on 425 373 5527. Welcome to So You Think You're Awake. I'm Michael Sheridan, and my guest in studio today is Heidi Brooke. I should say co-host is Heidi Brooke. The astute listeners will remember that Heidi has been on the show before. She's a channel, which means she cheats. She doesn't need to interpret dreams at all. She already knows Colonel Mustard did it in the library with the rope before you finish telling her your dream. That gives you one more reason to call us on 425 373 5527. Dreams for me and questions for Heidi. We do our best to get you the meaning and answers, all the while being as entertaining as a dancing bear. I forgot to mention in closing last week, so I'm going to say it now just in case I forget again. You can meet me, Heidi and Susan at the Boeing Employee Parapsychology Club Expo in Kent Commons on July 25th. So put that in your calendar. I'll be speaking at the event, most likely at noon, but I haven't been given a confirmed time yet. As with everything else, you can find more about this on my website, dream-analysis.com. There will be nearly 100 exhibitors at the event, so that should make it worth your time to come along. So Heidi, welcome back.
Thanks for having me on again.
And it's going to be more regular. So we're going to alternate between you and Susan. At least that's the plan, until one of you gets scared off. So just so people know, can you remind people what a channel is?
Of course. Well, a channel is actually the name given to the connection that somebody who is a medium can make between themselves and another spirit, themselves and somebody's higher self. There's actually a difference between a channel and a psychic. A psychic establishes a connection between themselves and their own higher selves, and they get into intuitive messages and premonitions and things like that, whereas channeling is you're actually communicating with another being.
Yeah, you're acknowledging Mary, the spirit in the room.
Exactly.
And what type of questions can you take on the air?
Well, I can take any questions that anybody has about their life purpose, their finances, career, anything like that. And if they have any questions that they want to ask past on loved ones, I can get messages from them also if they are available.
So they can ask just something in general, like, tell me my fortune. Do you hate that one?
Oh, I can't stand when I get that one, just because it's...
Okay, everybody call with that one.
It's so loose. I could get anything. And usually when you ask that question, I look, because I also see spirits as well. I look at the angels and they're just like, well, we could tell you the most important thing, but that might be the most abrasive one. So the person isn't usually ready to hear that. And when they say fortune, they want to hear something positive. So I usually try to keep it as positive as possible.
Yeah, but I think some people, though, they don't want to limit what's coming. So if I ask a pointed question, and you're saying they can ask a very pointed question and you can get the answer,
yeah,
which is great. But you know, what if there's something more important I should be told? And if you say, okay, just tell me what they want to say.
Well, the angels have no problem interrupting me in that case.
Okay, all right, okay. So there you go. Give us a call, 425-373-5527. Now, I was going to say, do you know your number? And you should, because I've given it 3 times now, I think, at this stage. I've asked Heidi to play devil's advocate throughout the show and interrupt me with pointed questions that interest her or that she thinks you would want to ask. And we're going to go, the symbols I said we were going to do at the opening were the birds and the bees. What do they mean in a dream? And I'll tell you after our featured dream, which is right now. Okay. Now, normally what we're going to do is the featured dream will be sort of set the theme for the show, but it isn't going to do it this week. But we're really finding our feet and finding out what people want to do. So do send in ideas if you have them. And also send your dreams. I need dreams. RadioShow at dream-analysis.com. Can't do a show without it. Doesn't matter how silly you think the dream is. Please send it in to me. And quite often I do dreams for people and send them back. And even if I don't, cover them on the show. So this dream is from Michelle. And she didn't give it a title. But what I liked about this is you could take either the first part of the dream or you could take the second part of the dream and you'll get the same meaning pretty much right throughout. And even the first part you can split into a few and you're still going to get the same meaning. And that's typical of a lot of dreams. They're really just trying to get one message across or trying to get you to acknowledge or understand where you're at so that you can then move from that space to somewhere else. I mean, when you're trying to find out where you need to go in life or where life is asking you to go, the very first place you got to look at is where you are, because if you don't acknowledge where you are, then you're leaving from the wrong place, and it certainly, the directions aren't going to work. So she says, I had a dream that I went to Costa Rica with my friend Naomi. I'm always reluctant to mention names because it gives away the caller. When we got there, it was eerily dark. We took a plane and we're on a bus after. Okay, so this is about arriving on the planet, arriving at a location. And the bus had dropped us off in what looked like a cornfield or something in the dark. And she says the dark twice, so eerily dark and she's in the dark. So this means when I arrived on the planet, I didn't really know where I'm going, what I'm here for. And of course, it's about where she is now, not knowing where she's going in life. And it's going to be in relation to a particular thing, which the dream reveals later on. We got out of the bus and there was blackness and fog straight ahead. So this is about your future, anything that's straight ahead of you in the dream. So this blackness and fog is definitely because of the fog. I'm a little bit, it's hazy. I can't really see where I'm going. And I looked at her and I said, I want to go back home. Now, this is a really common thing. When you regress people, you see they come here to the planet and they don't really, it's like when I made my promise before getting here, I thought everything was going to be great. Then I get here and it's like, whoops, this isn't what I expected and I really don't like it and I'd like to go back, please. And of course, you can't go back. You're an infant. You have no ability to do anything except be fed and watered. And but it is interesting because this feeling of wanting to go back is really what determines what's going to take us off the planet at the end of our life. So you will see a lot of dreams saying your health issues go way, way back to here, deal with this issue, and then you'll eliminate the health issue that you have. So just interesting to point it out because it's so clear in this dream, the wanting to go back, not a health issue, but the wanting to go back because where you've come from is quite a cool place. She said, we can't leave until tomorrow, so you have to stay. We walked into what looked like a city and came across a bar where the beer was ridiculously cheap. Where is that, please? I ran in the bar and bought cheap beer. Then the sun started coming out and everything looked amazing. Okay, so this is saying that bars, we drink alcohol because it helps desensitize us. And, if you've got difficulty socializing, have a few drinks and you suddenly find you've no difficulty socializing. You'll have difficulty living with yourself the following morning, but that's a completely different thing. So feel free to jump in, Heidi, and say, why on earth are you saying that? But so she says, okay, so it says that you want to desensitize yourself, and that usually indicates that you've got a strong spiritual connection. And again, we'll see that coming up later on. Then the sun came out and everything looked amazing. That's good. I saw a hair salon where it was cheap to wash and style my hair. And that's really good. Changing your hairstyle in a dream is about changing your attitude or roles with regard to the subject matter of the dream, which is your spiritual side. Then the sun was really far overhead, bright and hot. I kept losing my friend Naomi. So this is about you losing yourself, your female side. So it's emphasizing that you need to get that back in order to get to where you need to go. I kept feeling nervous because I hate to be lost in a place I'm not familiar with. That's good. And this is a very common theme in dream, being lost in a location. And of course, the point of the dream is to get you to say, I really need to discover where I am in life and what I need to do. We can get to a point in our lives where we are happy with everything that's going on, even though it isn't necessarily what we're meant to be doing in our lives. And our dreams can show us this lost feeling for us to wake up and go, I wonder, is there more I could be doing right now? We went to a beach on an island. There I found ancient temples I had always wanted to see in Belize and beautiful blue water with people riding along in speedboats. So here's where we get to the crux of it. So you've got the beach represents your spiritual approach, the water represents spirituality, and the beach is the approach to that. So this is about your spiritual approach. And the ancient temples say that you have an ancient spiritual wisdom and you came to the earth plane with it. And this is one of the reasons that you kept that connection by wanting to go back at an early stage, not bonding with the earth, so feeling like you're living life on the outside looking in as opposed to being in the center of life. But that allows you to keep the connection. The speedboats say that you have a spiritual healing ability. That's a hands-on healing ability where you can channel energy through your hands, through your body, through your hands into somebody else. I contemplated jumping into one of the speeding boats as I stood on a bridge to see if I could make it. Okay, so on a bridge is to do with a number of things, but here it's going to be about you reconciling issues that hold you back. And we know you hold yourself back because of the bar earlier on in the dream. So deal with the issues that hold you back, and you'll find that you will be able to jump into the speedboat. I mean, could you even imagine doing that? It's crazy. A stuntman wouldn't do it. But there you are in the dream. So it's saying you are going to take a leap of faith. You're going to get into using your spiritual healing ability. And quite often, you know, I find it interesting. You see spiritual healing coming up and other things come up at the same time, because it's kind of like a distraction. When you're working on people doing the healing, you're going to connect to this ancient wisdom that you have. And it's like a sneaky way of channeling. Do you ever see that with people, Heidi, where they know they can channel, and even sometimes they're doing it without even realizing it, but they don't really think that they're properly channeling?
Yes, actually, I see that all the time. And sometimes when I have someone sitting in front of me when I'm giving them a reading, I'll say, "Oh, your angels are saying that you can channel too." And they're like, "No, I can't. No, I can't." And then about 10 minutes into the reading, they're like, "Oh, yeah, I do that." So it's kind of like convincing yourself that is actually the same thing as what I'm doing, but you just might have called it something different.
And also you might be getting inspiration and things like that and not realize the source. So
exactly.
You're doing it a lot of the time. And usually there's particular fields where it works very well for you. And you know, oh, well, I'm always good at business decisions. And it's because you open up in that situation. And then, of course, the dreams are going to say, or your guides are going to say, let's move it into more areas of your life. So, okay, continuing on with the dream. There were 5 people dancing with people in what looks like monk robes. So, again, you're a monk. You've lived a spiritual life in the past. You've lived that monastic style life. And quite often that's the way it is, that you bring abilities that you had developed in a former life, but this time they're part of your plan to use them. Now, we can go off our track and we can become very spiritual and religious in this lifetime, and it isn't necessarily what we're here to do. And your dreams can say, no, stop it, you shouldn't be doing this. So that's what's really good about dreams.
And sometimes also I've been told by several sources that we do live lives in preparation for the next life as well, which I find really interesting, that we would live an entire lifetime just to prepare for the next.
There is a quote from somebody famous who says, to be born twice is no more astounding than to be born once. And I must look it up because it's much better than that. But so reincarnation is, if you read spiritual books, they say it's just a fact, and it isn't anything you need to debate. But it's kind of interesting because it's one of the things you can't prove. Now, you can regress people to former lives and all sorts of things, and that's very interesting to see what comes up. But even when I do that with people, I sometimes say, just assume it's your imagination and just see what your imagination is bringing up, and then we'll explore it. Because if you really think you are in a former life, you can sort of block it and wonder about it, and whereas
and close it off because you're a bit afraid.
So terminology changes based on how open your client is, really. Naomi told me that they were mediums, and if I pay them $5, they would dance with me and tell me my fortune. That's why I said to tell me my fortune, because I knew this was coming up in this dream. And of course, they're mediums, you're a medium. So whatever your guides, whatever the ability they have in your dreams, you've got that ability in reality. So you're a medium, and paying the $5, okay, paying for things in a dream is about the debt or the investment you're being asked to make to do something. So here it's saying you're being asked. The 5 is about karma. So this is how using your mediumship ability is how you're going to pay your karmic debts. And $5 is not a big amount of money, so it's not a huge investment, but it's saying this is how you're going to do it. I gave them money, and they looked and said, "Oh my God!" I looked, and this is kind of funny. I looked at the money and saw I gave them big bills by accident. So I took the big bills back and gave them exact amount. Oh, that's terrible. So it's like I invested a lot in my connection with my guides and then said, whoops, that's a mistake, and you pull it all back. So that wasn't good and not cool in a dream. Your guides wouldn't be happy with that. I'm kind of joking. Your guides are always happy. They're always there waiting for you to encourage you and help you. When you ask for help, you need to ask for the help. Everyone disappeared. No crowd, no Naomi, and even the mediums were gone. So this is saying, don't pull it back. Well, it's the same. You pull the energy back, so that takes them away. So you've got to make that connection, and that's how it'll work. So I take out my cell phone and I call her. So again, it's about the connection. A woman answers the phone and I say, "Naomi, where are you? I'm lost." The woman replies, "This is not Naomi." I said, "Who is this?" She replies, "I'm Michelle," and she gives her surname as well. So the same caller. So this is about you connecting with your higher self. So you've got that psychic connection Heidi was talking about. So you're able to connect with yourself as well as with other spirits. And she says, "I am Michelle. Who are you?" I started crying. "I'm really lost right now and need help finding my way back home." She then said, "Calm down. You know what to do." She then hung up the phone. So I use the internet on my phone and contact Naomi and through Facebook, and isn't it gas what we do? Anyway, she came and got you when you woke up. But really what's interesting is you say, I need help, I'm finding my way back home. And getting home in a dream is going to be about you regaining your former awareness of who you are. And that's what our life is about. That's a big part of what our life is about. It's also about, in your case, helping other people, because in helping other people, you're going to learn about yourself. So you really need to get into this channeling ability and realize you have this connection, this ancient wisdom. You've worked at it in former lives, so you've every right to be using it this time around. I always find that people who are spiritual leaders quite often hold back, and they feel like, who am I to say this or that to other people? And it's just kind of funny. So that was the dream. And from next week, the feature dream will be available on YouTube in glorious video. We'll see how it comes out. Then it might not be. So we're going to take a break right now, and we will be back. And the number again to call is 425-373-5527.
Are you wondering about your path in life? Do you have the sense there's something you're here on earth to do, but you're not sure what that could be? Maybe you've had a major change in your life recently, and you're asking yourself, what's next for me? I'm Susan Pullen with True Radiance Healing Arts, and I believe that each of us comes to this lifetime for a reason. Not only do we come with a specific aim for our life, we also bring with us special gifts that help us to make our unique contribution. Now is the time for you to discover your gifts and your life purpose. Now is the time for you to realize your true radiance. Find me on the web at true-radiance.com.
Have you had a puzzling dream, a nightmare, or a dream that has stayed with you since childhood? Michael Sheridan here. If you're a regular listener to my show, and I sincerely hope you are, you have a good idea of the valuable advice your dreams give on relationships, career, life purpose, and much more. But what you hear on the show just barely scratches the surface compared to what you get with a full analysis. Treat yourself by having your dream fully analysed. The recorded analysis you receive is typically 20 to 35 minutes long. Go to dream-analysis.com for more. There's even a discount for KKNW listeners, and you don't even have to tell me that I sent you.
Hello, this is Heidi. How can I help you?
You tell me. You're the psychic.
That's not how it works. I am a medium. I connect to your spirit guides and loved ones and pass on their messages to you.
So why did I call? Use the force, Heidi.
Look, I can get answers to any questions you ask. That's not a problem. They can be about anything: relationships, career, children, finances, anything.
Anything? Okay. What's my favourite colour?
Dave, your mom says you're being childish.
For readings with Heidi, go to angelsontheline.com.
Get current weather, traffic, and news. Visit 1150kknw.com and stay informed with Alternative Talk 1150 AM.
Okay, moving on to symbols. The birds and the bees. Did you figure it out? I threw you off the scent by putting them together like that. You're unlikely to see birds and bees in the same dream because they mean different things. I just wanted to pique your interest, and if you're still listening, it worked. If you're not, this could bug you for years to come, especially if you have a dream of a bird tonight. Or worse, that attractive colleague you've been wanting to ask out could tell your group about a dream of an eagle, and now, because you switched off, you've got nothing. Well, Trevor, you're not going to get sympathy from me. Some symbols are very easy. Birds are very common in dreams, and they illustrate a technique frequently used in dreams. Looking up is a symbolic way of asking you to show respect to the subject matter of the dream. Birds, because you typically have to look up to see them, mean this, and in a general context signify goals. So in short, they ask you to respect your goals. Now, if you don't have any goals set, then the dream is telling you to respect having goals and set some. If the bird is on the ground and then the dream will likely show you that what is holding you back from getting your goals off the ground, or may simply be your higher self saying, I'm aware that you've not done anything to pursue your goals, so why don't you go ahead and get moving? The type of bird can be very revealing and almost always signifies pursuit of your goal in relation to what the bird also signifies. An eagle or another high-flying bird indicates you have a prophetic ability. The myth is that they fly from such a high vantage point they can see the past, present and future. because they can see what's coming up ahead on the horizon. A kingfisher, because of the water connection in the name, means the dream is about your spiritual abilities, and the king part of the name tells you that you're a spiritual leader. Crows or other carrion animals can indicate a health warning. It's not always easy to know. A very large crow above the level of your head can indicate depression because of the black colour. A chicken, because of the yellow colour, can indicate immaturity. Here it's mostly the colour rather than the bird itself, with the mustard yellow meaning the need to overcome irrational fears. But since chickens are only yellow when they're young, the meaning is reinforced. In some parts of the world, chicken is a term of endearment, so it could also be about relationship. Okay, I'll stop complicating it. Bees are altogether different, and bees are about your career. We call them worker bees. It's a common way to refer to them. So it's usually, if you have bees in a dream, it says that you are putting too much effort into your work, too much of your energy into work, and you need to create outlets for other things. Commonly, I've seen this in people who are pregnant on their first child, and they also have a career. So I'd say it's the stress of wondering how you're going to balance the two is not helping you.
Does it have anything to do with the colour of the bees?
It does, kind of, yeah. The typical colour for career is black and orange, with black symbolising fear and orange symbolising ambition. And career is usually something that people pursue out of fear. You know, I need the money, I need the good pension, I need whatever. And black and yellow is just one chakra difference. So it's
Oh, I see.
It works. So we were going to talk today about determining the subject matter of your dream. And we have a few, questions we're going to cover. But determining the subject matter is probably the most difficult part of analysis for the beginner. There are many ways to do it. Colours in the dream reveal it, like I said earlier. But if I hear colours, for instance, in a dream, that's the first thing I zero in on. And then I look for other things in the dream to reinforce the subject matter. The reason I go for colours first is because they don't change their meaning to suit the dreamer. For instance, green always means the same thing because it's the colour of the heart chakra, and you can't alter that property. The theme of what is happening in your dream can also reveal the subject matter. Are you driving a taxi? Are you trying to overcome an obstacle? Are you exploring new rooms in your house? They are all specific and give great pointers to the subject matter, but the easiest way to determine for a beginner is using the location where the dream takes place. Why? Because you can look them up in a dictionary. A word of warning, however, an individual dreamer can have a personal association with a location and thus deviate from its standard meaning. So any dictionary is really to be used as a rule of thumb rather than definitively. It will be correct most of the time, but not always. Some dictionaries are just bogus though. If I'm in a bookshop, I invariably pick up books on dreams and thumb through them. The offerings are getting better and more accurate, but there are some books that are just rubbish, and I have to wonder why the author wrote them. Clearly they have no ability to analyse dreams, but maybe a bestseller is what they had in mind rather than adding to human knowledge.
I always find it interesting when you look at dream dictionaries and they're all positive meanings. It's just kind of baffling because surely people have issues in their life and they're going to dream about those issues.
Yeah, well, that's true. And I'm not sure. I know in my book and even on the radio, we don't cover negative dreams because it's not the right context. You need to set context and so on. And I know I do have some negative things in the dictionary in my book, but I tone it down a lot. So I would say health warning rather than being specific about it.
You have a dictionary in your book, you were saying?
I do, and I didn't want to have a dictionary, but I realised that, my feeling was the publisher wouldn't take the book if there wasn't a dictionary because people always go to the dictionary first. And I did just want to write a book about how to interpret dreams, and, you know, it's looking at the location and the function of the location is much better than just looking up a symbol in a dictionary. And
yet I still find myself looking at the back of the dictionary to try and see if I can figure it out quickly.
Yes, you know, it's so important you're going to give it 2 minutes. But that's what a lot of people do. They look up dictionaries to see if it can give them an insight into the rest of it. But a lot of people spend a lot of time on their dreams too, so I'm only joking here, really. With a location, you ask yourself what happens here in general, and the answer relates to the purpose of the dream. Take an airport, for example. Are you at arrivals? If you're at arrivals, it's about your birth, and the most important birth on the planet is yours. We congratulate parents on their new arrival, so the correlation is clear, but it's even stronger than that. Planes move from a high location to low location, ground level, at arrivals. And to arrive on the planet, a spirit, and that includes you, moves from a high vibration to a low vibration. And vibration in dreams is often depicted by elevation.
What about departures then? What would that symbolize?
Well, that's going to be about a departure in your life, going to do something differently. It's typically about getting a new project off the ground. Usually in these dreams, there's an obstacle that needs resolving, such as you're missing your ticket or your passport, and there's usually a reason why you're missing it. You had to do something else, or your partner has them and forgot to bring them. But the extra symbols give detail to what you need to do to get your project going.
Do you ever come across common locations in dreams?
Yeah,
Ones that you see come up a lot.
Yeah, being at home is a really common location. And the location within the home is very important. If you're in the kitchen, the dream is most likely about your digestive system. This is particularly so if food items are also singled out in the dream. Is milk boiling over in the stovetop? That means your digestive system can't tolerate milk. Is there damage to wallpaper on the walls? Then the dream is focusing on the lining of your intestines and something that is causing damage there in your body. Are you in a friend's home where they just got a new kitchen? And that's going to be more common. If so, it's your dream is still talking about your digestive system and not theirs. But here in the dream, symbolically, being in their new remodeled kitchen restores your digestive system to perfect health. Are you in a bathroom? This dream is about eliminating something. It can be psychological elimination or physical. A bedroom can be about reproduction. It can be about other things too. An attic can be about your spiritual side and spiritual abilities, because the attic is the highest location in the house. Or are you in the basement? The complete opposite. It's about something you've repressed below conscious awareness. And lots of things. Are you in front of a fireplace? It's about your heart and emotions. That's a common one in dreams. How warm are you to others? Do you share your feelings, or do you come across as cold?
Can I ask you about some other locations?
Sure, go ahead.
Like, what if you dream about you're at work?
Well, that can be about work, of course, but it depends on what's really going on in the dream. So if it's a place that you normally are, then that can be just used as a backdrop. And what's different in the dream can be what's significant. But if you are at work, it can be about you working, or it can be about, an office location can also be about intellect, especially if you'd have a white-collar type job.
I find, especially when I start a new job, after a certain amount of days, I'll just start dreaming about that place. And I wonder, is it significant to the new pursuit of the career, or is it just because I'm there all the time?
Yeah, because you're finding your feet and you're trying to figure out what's going on and how best to do things. And dreams help you by putting you in this situation over and over and over each night. And it'll be many times each night that it'll
like a way to get comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. And to relax into this situation so that you're not in there stressed and afraid of getting fired.
Oh, yes. Well, how about school or university then? That's another one. I always dream I'm back in my last year of high school, getting ready to graduate.
Yeah, that's an extremely common dream for people all the way throughout their lives. And it's always about something slightly different each time, but it's about something that's going on in the present. So it means that you're learning about yourself, typically with a view to improving yourself. But if you have that dream, it already says you have learned and you're now ready to move on. So start using what you've learned and change, allow yourself to change. So it's always good. It's always encouraging to have that dream. But of course, it depends on whether you are in school or not at the moment.
I always wake up with a certain level of stress thinking, I have to take my exams again.
But, you think about it, and I think we covered this last week, you're not allowed to do the exams till you've studied all the material. So it's your higher self saying, you are ready to move on. And, but you're saying, no, I'm not ready. Give me a test. See.
Well, then is the type of school important?
It is. And again, it depends whether it is the type of school you go to. So like a medical school would be about learning about yourself with a view to improving your health. Now you're going to a medical school right now, so it would be different for you because that is something that you're trying to take on board. So it would be different. What
about being on a lake? I have a lot of dreams about water.
Yeah, well, of course, the spiritual field is a big part of your life, and it's that people think that it's kind of easy to fall into the spiritual field and make your living there, and it's not. It's not for everybody anyway. And so you can have dreams that push you all the time. And a lake is a body of water that has no outlet. So it basically is saying you need to create an outlet in your life for your spiritual abilities. And of course, you're always looking at that. Now you've done that. In fact, moving to Seattle was one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons you wanted to move to Seattle. And I've said before, it's Heidi's fault we moved from Ireland to Seattle. But it's hard to know, even when you know what you're meant to be doing. it isn't like the road unfolds in front of you and you go, okay, these are the 5 things I need to do, and it's all just going to work. Quite often, doing things in this field is kind of pioneering, and you've got to figure it out for yourself. But it's that figuring out is a really good one. But it means, anyway, again, you have a deep reservoir of spiritual knowledge that you can tap, but you're being pushed to tap it. And different bodies of water mean different things.
Can I ask you then, what about the ocean? I often dream about tsunamis and huge tidal waves coming up on the beach.
Okay, now that's different. So water is about, I nearly always say it's about spirituality, but it's about life. But life is a spiritual journey, so that's why I say it's about spirituality. But here, if life at any point in your life was threatening, then you can have a dream of a tsunami. And I obviously know your past. So there are things that were in your past that were life-threatening. And that is definitely a good candidate for showing up in a tsunami in a dream. It's like where this is just too much and I'm not sure I'm going to survive this. And of course, the point of the dream is saying, if you have that, it's saying, okay, now is an okay time to look at that part of your life because it's a safe time. That's one of the great things about dreams. They will tell you when it's safe to look at something. They don't ever say, look at this thing when it's not a good time to look at it. So it's saying you have a support system around you, or you have something around you that will help you get through looking at it. Because obviously looking at anything that was traumatic is going to make you feel down and bring you back there at least a bit of the...
I always follow those dreams maybe a couple of days later with just enjoying myself at the beach. So I wonder if they follow each other. It does, of course. Dreams are not just about throwing stuff at you so that you're bombarded. They are about, you tend to have the more peaceful dreams when life is stressful, when things in the current state are really getting to you. Flying dreams are very typical around the time that things are quite hard for you. So, and you wake up feeling great, feeling refreshed, and that's because in the dream you've mentally risen above the problem. So another one I dream about often is just driving in the road in various different vehicles, in the car, in a bus. And
are people swerving to get out of your way like in reality?
No. That doesn't happen.
Okay, so driving, that's another common one, and that's about striving to achieve your goals, because we use a car to get from where we are to where we need to go to. And if there's a river, speaking of waterways, if there's a river beside the road, then it's striving to achieve your spiritual goals. And quite often in those dreams, in fact, the water comes out onto the road to say, look, it's part of your life. You're not meant to avoid this. This is something that you have to get into. And of course, what's ahead of you on the road? Is it a T-junction? That's saying that you're coming to a point where you need to make a choice and your direction in life is going to change. A Y-junction is also about a choice and a change, but the direction is going to be as significantly different. And then a crossroads as a location is going to be about having to navigate things that are going against you. You know, your flow isn't straightforward anymore, and you've got to weave your way through maybe career or something that else that is going on in order to get to a point where you're free and life is comfortable again. So we have a caller on the line now. We have Renee. So Renee, how are you doing?
Hi.
So,
I'm doing well. Thank you, Michael, for taking my dream. My question is, I had a dream when I was younger, and I don't know all of the implications of it, and I find it so fascinating. It was reoccurring in that it was ongoing and kind of learned from it each step of the way. It started with falling, and then finally I thought, well, I'm just going to fall into whatever it is. And so finally I fell into a body of water, and then I just kept falling into this water, and it was really beautiful. And I don't know that I remember a temperature, but it was very crystal and clear and blue, and then I kept falling, and I thought, well, gosh, I'm going to run out of oxygen, and so I started to feel like I was adapting into that environment of the water, and that I didn't have to worry about that. And then I came back up to the surface, and I was fine. So a lot of dynamics with that dream over the years, and then I stopped having it.
Okay, it's an interesting dream. We were talking about falling earlier, and Heidi thinks she's figured out why people have a lot of dreams about falling, because her 2-year-old falls out of the bed every single night. Now, he falls onto a big
He just
cushion.
got the bed, mind you, a big boy bed.
Yeah.
So.
He's just moved out of the crib. But you hear it every day. But yeah, falling into the water, then that's good. So the water, like I said before, can represent life, and it can represent the spirituality. So do you work in the spiritual field, or does it have a draw for you?
It does. And I'm very spiritual, always have been. I was brought up with a certain religion when I was younger, but I overcame that, and I enjoyed visiting churches as I got older. And even while we were younger, we got to visit a lot of churches, but not outside of that particular religion. And so that I recognized that because it was very mystical in this dream. It had people that seemed to be like angel-like that I could interact with, and I could actually breathe kind of underwater.
That's excellent. And the breathing underwater is the part I was looking for. That says that you are definitely meant to work in the spiritual field, that you've got an ability to connect into the spirit world. I mean, going to the spirit world is not a difficult thing. It's the coming back. It's the trick.
Yes.
Everybody gets there when they die. So channels have a special ability to go there while they're alive, interact with angels and other spirits, and stay grounded on the physical plane. So the breathing underwater is the really big thing. And what's also beautiful in the dream is you said it was lovely and blue and crystal clear. So it's the blue is about your philosophy of life. So it's saying that you're to include your spiritual side as part of your philosophy of life. And the crystal clear, of course, is saying that this is going to bring clarity, or you can get to the point where there is tremendous clarity for you in this field.
Okay.
Quite a nice dream. I see, Heidi, I don't know if you're trying to interrupt me there, but you're nodding away.
No, I was just agreeing with you. I was just getting visions of you, what age you were when you had this dream, and the angels were telling me that you have always had clarity with channeling, and the dreams were also trying to remind you of that you have this going forward no matter what happens in your life.
Well, and then if I may, just a few weeks ago, maybe a month, I was watching and learning a lot about the Taurus energy. And that night, I had a dream that I was encapsulated by one of these Taurus energy. You know what I'm referring to?
I'm not aware. Can you?
No, I'd have to have somebody else in the field, in the studio for that. But you can explain it to us. I know that there are different energies. And
okay, well, the Taurus energy is that which we understand, or I understand, is what the universe birth of free energy, and it's just kind of a hexagonal kind of donut-shaped energy that goes in and then back out and circulates. And I got captured in one of these or purposefully, and I woke up the next day, and I had abundance of energy, and I was so happy and light all day long.
I'd say that's about, that you do visit these places, but because you've got the when you're sleeping and your soul leaves your body, you visit these places, and you just have the memory of it. Most people visit the astral plane, but they have no memory of it whatsoever. So it's the veil between the spirit world and the physical world is thinner for you. So you've got it's all going on for you, if you know what I mean. So all of us have things happening at different levels. But we're not necessarily aware of what's happening at a spiritual level for us. But you are aware of it, and you're aware of the changes in yourself. So you are aware of where you visited to get this energy change, and then you also are aware of it in your body. Whereas most people will just wake up and say, "I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just absolutely bursting with energy today." So it just makes it more interesting and more convincing for you to have those experiences.
I just don't know how I could, when I'm awake, fully awake, I guess, in this illusionary world that we kind of live in. I don't know how to make it kind of work out here, or jump into it with both feet, so to speak.
Jump into which part now? Does it jump into using your spiritual abilities?
Yes, well, I'm awake on this planet on Earth. I don't seem to know how to. I'm not seeming to know how to connect them.
Okay, well, we'll cover that. Thanks for the call. The real important part there is the disconnect between the earth plane and people who are deeply spiritual, and that is something that really has to be overcome. But in overcoming that and bringing your bond back is what really helps you achieve your life purpose. You know, that's the part that's for you. Helping other people by passing on messages for them is how you help other people. But coming to terms and healing the issues that keep that disconnect is how you help yourself. So you're going to use your spiritual abilities to pay your debts to other people, but that's also how you achieve your life purpose.
Well, I will continue to listen on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we'll take another break. Back in a couple of minutes. Okay, listen up. This is important. Do you know your life purpose? Are you psychic? Do your dreams predict your future? Are you one of the X-Men? Your dreams give the answer to 3 of these questions. Find out which 3 by attending Michael Sheridan's Dream Workshop in Seattle on September 26th and 27th. Register at dream-analysis.com. St. John, New Brunswick, October 3rd and 4th.
Hello, this is Heidi. How can I help you?
You tell me. You're the psychic.
That's not how it works. I am a medium. I connect to your spirit guides and loved ones and pass on their messages to you.
So why did I call? Use the force, Heidi.
Look, I can get answers to any questions you ask. That's not a problem. They can be about anything: relationships, career, children, finances, anything.
Anything? Okay. What's my favourite colour?
Dave, your mom says you're being childish.
For readings with Heidi, go to angelsontheline.com.
Are you curious about the healing power available to you in your dreams? Would you like to learn to access it? I'm Susan Pullen with True Radiance Healing Arts. Join me for an empowering weekend, learning the tools for self-healing through your dreams and the power of your mind. Registration is open now for my class, Healing Dreams and Imagination, on August 8th and 9th in Edmonds, Washington. Now is the time to tap into your ability to heal yourself. Register for Healing Dreams and Imagination online at true-radiance.com.
Proud to bring variety to your radio dial. Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
Welcome back to So You Think You're Awake. I'm Michael Sheridan, and with me in studio is Heidi Brooke. So now I'm just going to do some dreams that you've sent in, and please send your dreams in to radioshow at dream-analysis.com. This one is from Tristan. She says, recently my husband dreamt our son, who is 6, went missing. He was unable to return to sleep after. He says, our dreams are telling us something, but why would he dream our son went missing? We also have an 8-year-old daughter, but she wasn't part of his dream. Well, of course, he's right. Our dreams are telling us something. And it's always interesting when you have a dream like that, kind of a nightmare, you don't forget it. And people always say, well, why do I get nightmares? And it's a guaranteed way you're going to remember your dream. But the interpretation of nightmare dreams is the same as interpretation of dreams that aren't nightmares. So the message isn't always one that you do not want to hear. It can be a good message. So first of all, it helps to know that dreams are always about the dreamer. There are rare exceptions, but your husband would already know if he had prophetic dreams before. Anyway, most of our dreams ask us to look at a time in our past that requires our attention. So in effect, the most likely reason your husband had this dream is because of your son's age and or something he recently did or said triggered a subconscious memory. Your son is simply used as a stand-in for your husband where he was 6, and the interpretation of it would be that your husband is being asked to rescue his inner child and specifically has to look at something that happened around the age 6. It's just a facet of how the mind works. The intention in the dream is that his love for his son would lure him into doing the work to find himself today by dealing with the events at age 6. And I hope that helps you.
So, Michael, are you saying that nightmares can be positive messages?
Oh, yeah. Well,
interesting.
There's really no such thing as a negative message in a dream. Like, even if you take something serious, say a dream says, look, you've got cancer. That would be like going to a doctor and the doctor not telling you and waiting till you're at death's door and going, oh, yeah, well, I could have told you about that ages ago.
Yeah.
You want to know these things because then you can do something to get rid of it. And that's an extreme. So there's no such thing as a bad thing. But a lot of the time, we find ourselves not really happy in life. Maybe we're 70% happy. We go to work. We like the job at the beginning. We don't like it in the end. But we still do it. We still do it. And we're looking for, when I hit 55, I'm going to retire and I'm going to have that. Then I'll be free to do things. But you don't have the vigor and energy that you had as a younger person. And you've let time go by. And you were saying earlier, one of the big messages that you get to people is you don't have all the time in the world. You have now. Do it now.
Exactly. If there's one thing we don't have on earth, that is time.
Yeah. So it's, but a lot of dreams, most dreams I find are really positive, and they're saying, this is something you didn't know about yourself, or maybe you did. You're a writer, you're a singer, but you're not using those abilities, and you really should be using them.
So it's just a way of shouting the message at you. Make sure you hear it loud and clear.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, I have one in my book where a magician was trying to raise somebody into the air and bring her to the front of the stage from a cinema. And she dug her heels in and decided she's going to go the long way up to the stage. She knew she'd have to go to the stage, but she's going to go the long way. And in the analysis is your guides are trying to help you go the easy route by you floating into the air and having no obstacles in your way whatsoever to get to where you need to go. And the dreamer saying, no, I want to do it the hard way. I'm going to dig my heels in and do it the hard way. So even that one is positive, but didn't feel positive.
Yes.
To her. So another dream, Mermaid birth experience. And Jamie says, I was with a group of women and we were all waiting to see which of us had been chosen for this bizarre, incredible birth experience. Every other woman had not exhibited any symptoms. I was the last one that could get it, so all eyes were on me. Then all of a sudden, out of my stomach burst 2 tiny mermaids. I knew that it was the beginning and I was about to give birth, so I went downstairs. I wanted to get a thing with water to save the mermaids. Someone mentioned, are you ready? I said, I've actually done this once before. I knew it was kind of unheard of doing this once, let alone twice. I realized it would be painful, but felt confident about doing it. Okay, so this says you came here in order to, from the spirit world, this is what the moving downstairs is, in order to work in the spiritual field and bring something that's quite unique and new into the earth plane. And there's a lot of that going about these days. I think it's in the water. No, it's about the Aquarian Age.
That's what the mermaids represent, the Aquarian Age?
Well, the Aquarian Age is on us now. And so a lot of people who are going through life and have a deep spiritual connection, but they don't know what it's for. They just know they've been told over and over and over again, you're going to work in the spiritual field. Now it's starting to unlock for them, and their memories of why they're here are going to start waking up. And this dream is basically shows the way it goes. So we're in the spirit world and we say, okay, here's something we need to come down and do, or somebody needs to do. So we all sit around and say, who's the best one to do this? And we kind of draw straws. And this person drew the straw. And of course, if you talk to her on the earth plane here now, she'd be like, I have no idea why I'm here. And it's stupid that I got sent. And I'm not even sure I was the one sent. I really like the whole thing, but. And so here it's saying, okay, this part of you is about to be come into existence now. That's what pregnancy and birth in a dream represent. And it's always positive.
And the fact that
she's a channel. She's a channel. So she's really going to be it. It's like she's one of those people that sits at the back of the class and is hesitant, but she goes to everything. She's hesitant because she feels she doesn't really understand it, but she could actually be teaching the class.
Yes.
And it's suddenly going to happen for her, and she's going to go, I get it now, I get it. And so that's what's coming for you. So really good one for you. So here's another one. I'm looking at the time. I like the title because of your 4-year-old, and the title is Punched My Sister in the Face for Eating My Food. Her son has seen
Mr. Peabody.
Yeah, that's one of the big things.
One of the lines is that, let's go punch that big thing in the face. So that's all Billy picked up from it.
So who says they don't learn from TV? So she says, last night I dreamed that I was at the airport in Hawaii ready to return to California. I was at a sweet shop in the airport and told them I had a corn allergy. The Asian chef making mochi said he could make mochi rice cake for me with regular sugar, not corn syrup. I was really happy. I watched him make it. He put fish in the middle of which is gross, and I knew I was allergic to. Then, as I paid at the register, my sister had eaten my mochi. I was so mad, I punched her in the face in front of everybody. Of course, it's a dream, so that's okay. You can punch your sister in the face in a dream. And she says, in real life, I ate cotton candy that had artificial flavour, which is probably corn, that made me ill the night before. And today I told my sister that she could eat the rest of it if she wanted to. So she already had the analysis herself. You're allergic to corn. You ate something with corn flavouring in it. And the punch in the face, of course, that's the part that probably puzzles you. And that says that the allergy you have to the corn will cause blemishes on your face, skin rashes, things like that, but it'll show on your face. And that's all it is. And I also have to ask, if you know the corn is bad for you, why do you give it to your sister?
Maybe she's not allergic.
It's a lack of love. It's a lack of love. Nothing to do with that. No, I'm joking. Yeah, of course, it has to do with the allergy. But it's an interesting dream, and I've seen that many a time. I have one of those in my book, where the dreamer's punching somebody in the face. And again, it's always due to the allergies. So here, I'm trying to skip ahead and pick something that I know will fit in our time frame. This one is from Brutus Smith, and he says, "Hello, Mike. I lost my mum some few years ago, but every time I dream, I see her in my dream, and it's like she ages in every dream. Sometimes I see myself helping her. Most times, too, I dream about people who have passed on. Can you please explain?" Okay, I'm going to hand that one over to you.
Well, I was channeling on that one earlier, and I was getting that. What's the gentleman's name?
Brutus.
Brutus. When he was transitioning from his last lifetime to this last lifetime, he was on the astral planes.
Yeah.
And he immediately came back down to a new body. So he didn't travel anywhere else. But that was also intentional so that he would keep his connection to the astral planes. And the fact that he can see people who have just passed on, his connection is really strong, especially with people who have just left their bodies.
Excellent. And that's something we could do a whole show about. The astral plane is vast. There are many, many levels to it. A lot of people get lost on the astral plane when they die, and they spend a long time there before they actually make it all the way across. But there are people like this, presumably like this dreamer, who specialize in helping people cross the astral plane.
Yes, and I believe that's what his guides are saying about that as well, is he's there to... He did that intentionally to help people pass on, but he's not using his abilities, which is the reference to his mother's aging.
Brutus.
He's aware of them, but he's not...
Is that even your real name, Brutus? I'm always tempted when you're giving your name in Starbucks to say your name is Spartacus, so they have to shout it out.
Yes.
Okay. I won't make it with another dream. So what I'm going to do is read out at the end. Now you, Heidi, are at Mill Creek next week.
Yes, it's on Seattle Hill Road. It's the Northwest Psychic Fairs.
And it's on Saturday?
Yes, on Saturday. I'm there every second Saturday of the month.
Okay, so I want to say thanks to our producer and engineer, Eric Ryder. Thanks to Heidi for co-hosting today.
Thank you.
A reminder that you can meet me, Heidi and Susan at BPC Expo in Kent Commons on July 25th, so put that in your calendar. Again, I'll be speaking at the event, most likely at noon. Thank you for listening. Remember to send your dreams to radioshow at dream-analysis.com. And until next week, I'll leave you with this inspirational quote. At least I hope it's inspirational. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right.